What's going on, guys? I have an Eldlich Deck profile for you. Yeah, I know it's 2024. You probably shouldn't be playing Eldlich, but I started thinking about it. Droll is so big in this format, and a lot of decks just hard lose to Droll, or at least it hurts them a lot. Guess what? Eldlich does not care 9 times out of 10. So let's go ahead and go straight into it. Alright. So we have 2 of the Golden Lords himself. We have 3 of the Elixir, 3 of the Good Trap. Okay. Alright, now we're going to play just 1 of this trap. Nobody really likes that trap. Okay, so that's it for the Eldlich stuff. Not a huge Eldlich engine. We're going to play, this is something I've never thought to do for some reason. 3 Fenrir in an Eldlich deck. Yeah, I don't know why nobody's ever thought of that. I seen it in a deck profile the other day, and I was like, yeah, why have we not been doing that? Now, 3 Lord of the Heavenly Prisons. Turns out this card is really good. You know, nobody wants to talk about it. I don't know why. People side it sometimes in Labyrinth, but you rarely even put it in. But we're going to main it. And then we're going to play the adventure stuff because it doesn't really conflict. Because we're not activating monster effects and stuff on the field. You know, anyways. We have to play these 3 bricks. This one. And then we had to play the right. But other than that, it's a good little package. Little sub-engine. And it kind of just goes and does its own thing. And it ends up being an Omni Negate. 3 Extrav, because our extra deck does not really matter that much. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you need little... I'm just going to take my chance. And you're even going to see my next card and be like, you really shouldn't play Extrav. Well, I'm just going to take my chances. There's 15 cards in there. There's only like 3 cards that I don't want, really mainly 2 that I don't want to get banished. I mean, if my luck's that bad, it's that bad. But a hard draw of 2 cards is so good, especially going first. Super Poly at 3. It's one of the best board breakers that they make. So I actually can't think of a better board breaker because you can't respond to it, and it gets rid of a lot of troublesome monsters. Then the MVP, they didn't ban this, they didn't limit it. They just want this card in the game for whatever reason, in the TCG at least. I think it's limited to 1 in the OCG. 3 Torrential Tribute. This is Raigeki on your opponent's turn. It's great. Well, it's actually Dark Hole on your opponent's turn because it will destroy your monsters, but as long as you chain properly and stuff like that, you should never have to worry about that with Eldlich. You may have to sacrifice a Fenrir here and there, but destroying all your opponent's monsters is such a good thing. 2 Daruma Cannon, because if you can't destroy your opponent's monsters, just flip them face down. There's other versions, and I've played it before. I actually got my invite off of it. There's another version where the Dogmatic engine's very important in the deck. Again, we're playing Extrav, so we can't really count on our extra deck that much. So I'm just devoting 1 card. You can set this off of Lord of the Heavenly Prisons, and you know it can be a good little thing. Which we are playing 2 Intis in there, and that's the only target I have for it. Unless we need to remove something really big, we can. 1 Compulsory Evacuation. This is really good. Just return that target to the hand. It doesn't destroy. It's really good with Fire Kings. Ice Dragon's Prison. Another one, banish 1 monster from both players' fields. You know, so that's a pretty good one. Also, you don't have to banish their monster. So if they have something really good, its effects are negated. Yeah, they're negated all the time. But anyway, if they have a big beater, you can summon that out. Okay, Solemn Strike at 2. May bump that up to 3 just because it's so good going first. It just hard stops the summon. And you know, a lot of it right now is special summon Garunix, special summon Rescue Ace, Turbulence, you know, special summon. I don't think it can stop Vicious Astrolabe though, because it's just an inherent special. I'm not sure how that works actually. I've never ran into that, but cards like that, Baron, you know, you can. There's just things you can do. So, anyways, all right. Let's go into the extra deck so you can see. We're playing one Link Spider because there's times where you need to get the traps off the field, the Eldlich traps. And we're going to play Super Poly targets, Garura. This is also a Dogmatic target if you really just need a draw. We're going to play Mud Dragon. And don't forget, a lot of people forget, this is actually a Super Poly target also. But we're mainly using it for the Dogmatica stuff. But we have an extra one just in case, you know, Xyz and Synchro. Some decks like Horus decks and stuff like that are ending on that kind of board. And you might see more of it now with the Earthbound, the Earthbound stuff coming out. So that could actually be a pretty viable target. Now we're going to play two of these. I've played Eldlich for a long time on and off. You very rarely go into these anymore. But, you know, they're here. And you can basically, you detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster on the field. That target is unaffected by card effects except for its own effects until the end of this turn. So you can make it basically invincible. But usually if they have something, they're going to get rid of it right then. Burn damage, time condition. This deck, you're playing two rank 10s that you could get out. It's not a consistent time condition, but it's a way into Zeus most of the time. Speaking of, here we go with the OTK card and the Zeus. So they're just playing these at one. Again, you're like, well, what if they get banished off X-Trap? I'm not really that concerned about it because you rarely go into these. And like I said, there's still a chance. They're two cards, whatever. And then we have 3 Typhon. This is one I don't really want to get banished. It won't be the end of the world if it does though, because it's not like your win condition or anything. But with this deck, the limitation of being able to special summon on your turn is not that big of a deal because we don't really have that many options. Even if we had a Fenrir in hand, you know, we could make it, then make something else into it. An Eldlich or whatever if we had to, or just use that Fenrir if we really need to get into it, because non-targeting return to the deck or the hand, I mean, that's pretty good, you know. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. I'll probably be trying this out this week, see if it does anything. Might not be that good, but you know, Eldlich is fun. Flipping skill drain on your opponent and just watching them not be able to do anything is really fun. And then what's even more fun is game 2, where they side in 3 Evenlies, Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storms, and yeah. And then, you know, you go first, and or vice versa, and then they evenly you or something like that. But that's why we play this card in the side, Solemn Judgment, and Lava Golem, of course. And played one more of these, Dimensional Barrier, and this isn't complete, but main ones are Solemn Judgment and then Lava Golem. Just standard Eldlich side deck stuff. Nothing out of the usual. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. See y'all in the next one.